I sold your parents' house.
You did?
What are you laughing about?
But that house belongs to your own parents.
What?
Trouble Busters!
I see.
Why are you looking at real estate?
Oh my God, why'd you have to sneak behind my back like that? You shouldn't be peeking into my cell phone, too.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help but to look.
Keep your social distance, shush.
But I'm your wife. My name is Helen. My husband David has been acting a bit strange, spending time on his cell phone and going out on his own. He asks me strange questions, too. The property that I inherited from my parents, I think it was worth about $500K.
I see.
Why are you asking?
Nah, nothing.
He's recently almost never been home either. I wonder why he's been coming home so late. David, why are you here?
I need to tell you something.
What is it?
First of all, Helen, we're filing for divorce.
What? Why?
I recently made a huge amount of money.
Money?
I sold your parents' house.
You did? Wait, you can't do that so suddenly like you're ending a TV show.
Just like we're ending our marriage, huh?
Hey, that is not so funny. Besides, what do you mean you sold my parents' house?
I mean exactly what I said. We even have the money, too.
I do see that you have the money deposited.
I'm grateful to be part of the wealthy class now. And Helen, I just wanted to brag this to you before we broke up.
But wait, that's strange.
Nothing is strange. I've always wanted to tell you, but I've been sick of living with you.
Sick of me?
Yeah, you're just way too normal. You're boring. You're always dressed in cheap clothes and you're not attractive.
That's because I've been saving up.
I had no choice but to live with you because of my financial situation, but now that I have the money, I have no reason to stay with you.
I see.
Helen, thanks for the great memories.
I was so tempted to start an argument with my husband, but something was just off to me. David, let me confirm that you sold this house thinking it belonged to me.
That's what I've been saying. I didn't think you'd make much use of it anyway, so I hoped you get rid of it.
I see.
Oh, looks like you're struggling to accept the fact, huh? I guess you can't help it when you think about how happy I'm going to be moving forward. And I can't stop laughing just to think of how envious you must be feeling right now. Now, time to live a luxury life. I'm gonna have a nice dinner at a high-end restaurant and stare at a nice view or something. What are you laughing about?
I just thought it's funny how you're bragging about something that isn't even true.
It's about to become true.
Really? I don't think so.
What are you trying to tell me?
But that house belongs to your own parents.
What?
I'm sure your parents are going to ask you for the money if they find out that you sold their house without their consent.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I'm telling the truth.
Helen, I know you're just being jealous.
I'm not exactly jealous about anything.
Say whatever you want to say. I've already completed all the processes while you and I are breaking up. Make sure you sign the paperwork.
Well then, I guess I had things I wanted to say too.
Oh, is that car? Hi, David. Hi, Helen.
Hi Daniel, hi Daisy.
Wait, Mom, Dad, why are you guys here?
David, you already know why they're here, right?
Oh, shut up. We wanted to start bringing our stuff over. Why are you guys here? That's...
Oh, David, I don't think we ever told you, but we decided to move into this house.
We decided to buy this house from Helen after taking all things into consideration. What? You bought the house?
Yep, we've completed all the process too.
Wait, what? So does that mean what Helen was saying is...
It's true, I already told you.
David, why do you look so concerned?
Daniel, Daisy, let me break the news. David is actually sold.
Wait, hold on!
What's the matter?
Hey, you can't tell my parents without my consent.
But I figured you'll have a hard time breaking the news for them, so I thought I could.
I need to be mentally ready for this.
But they're going to find out sooner or later.
What are you guys whispering about? Oh, it's nothing.
Anyways, we're going to start moving our stuff in.
Wait, you can't do that. Why not? I don't think you need to do that right now.
Look, we want to get things done whenever we can.
And now please get out of our way if you're not going to help us. Just not today. Hey, why are you guys trying to go into our house?
Oh God, these guys look scary.
Huh? Who are you guys?
And who are you guys? Oh, David's right here. Hey, guys. Do you know these guys? Yeah, I kinda know them. What brings you guys here today? We wanted to start moving things in. But we're still figuring out the details. We already paid you in full. What's wrong? Paid in full? David, all there's left is the registration. When are you available to get it taken care of? About that.
Registration? What are you guys talking about?
We're saying that we bought this house from David. Wait, you bought this house? That's right. Is this some kind of mistake? Of course not. We've been talking about this with David here many times. Aren't you the one who's mistaken something? That can't be true. We have ownership of this house here. What the? This is real. Oh, God. David, what's going on here? Well, where do I start?
You better explain this to us.
Yikes, they found out.
Well...
Let me explain what's going on.
Wait, no!
So here's what happened.
What?
That's terrible.
I know, right? She's talking about you! How could you sell our house without our consent?
We never approved you to sell the house.
That's,
We're not letting you get away with this. Troublebusters.
Wait, hold on! Wait for what? I didn't know that this house belonged to you guys. I thought it belonged to Helen.
So what?
So that's why I sold the house, thinking it belonged to Helen.
And how does it make sense that you could sell it if it belonged to me?
You know, was it called the common ownership? Whatever belongs to you belongs to me, and whatever belongs to me, right?
That doesn't sound right at all.
Even if it belonged to Helen, it doesn't make it okay for you to sell the house without asking.
I never thought you would do something like this to Helen.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but what's gonna happen to us? David, this sounds like your responsibility, right? Oh, well... Huh? No, that's not true! What do you mean, what's not true? I couldn't really explain it well, but Helen actually gave me permission to sell this house.
What?
Like I said earlier, it's because we had common ownership, you know?
Even if we had common ownership, I never gave permission to sell the house.
Yes, you did.
How are you going to prove that I gave you permission?
Well, if you say so, how are you going to prove that I'm lying? Don't try to answer her question by asking back a question. But
I don't even think I need to prove anything, right, Daniel? Daisy?
Helen is right. How could you guys trust Helen over your own son?
I mean, she wouldn't even be able to give permission.
What do you mean?
In order for you to sell a property, you need the owner of the property to agree to sell the property.
Then I currently have ownership for this house, so you can't sell the house without my consent. But if I sold the house on your behalf, if the owner of the property is too ill to give consent or passed away, there may be exceptions for a third person to sell the property on the owner's behalf, but the basic rule of thumb is you can't just sell it without the owner's consent. What? Really? But I already sold the house, and I was even able to initiate the change in registration.
How exactly did you sell the house anyways?
Well, we bought the house online.
What? Online?
Was it a private transaction? I thought I'd save some money by selling it privately, so...
So that's how you were even able to sell the house. I knew something was off.
What do you mean by that?
As Daniel said earlier, you can't sell a house without the owner's consent. If you happen to sell what belonged to someone else, you can be charged of embezzlement.
What? Embezzlement? Does that mean...
You might end up getting in prison.
Are you kidding me?
The registration is likely going to be invalid too. I'm sure Legal Affairs will be giving you a call soon.
How do you know all of this?
I learned all of this when I decided to sell the house to your parents.
David, do you realize you've crossed a line?
We might as well report this to the police.
What? Wait, you can't do that! Aren't we a family?
Why did you decide to sell what belonged to your family then?
I wanted money! That doesn't justify anything.
You need to face your consequences.
But hold on, if the registration becomes invalid, doesn't that mean that you guys get to keep the house? That's right.
So the two of you won't have to vacate the property.
And that means that I won't be charged for embezzlement, right? Lucky me! Whew! You guys scared me for a second. Don't forget about us. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Lucky you. You look like you're having fun here, aren't you? But as you both heard, it seems like my parents will continue to have ownership for this house.
I don't mean to take David's side, but I have to say that you would have to give up on this house.
That's fine, we get it. Oh, great, you understand. But what's gonna happen to the $500,000 that we already paid you? Oh.
See? I told you that you're going to have to pay back that money.
If we're not getting the house, we'll take the refund. If you want to settle this seamlessly, that's where we should start this conversation. But...
Can't you just refund them whatever they paid you?
Are you trying to rip us off? That's not it. I just don't have the money anymore.
What?
But it hasn't been too long since we paid you. I ended up spending the money.
Really? All of it?
Not all of it, but I just can't pay back the whole $500,000 that you guys paid me.
How did you even tell me that you're going to have dinner at a high-end restaurant when you already used the money?
Stop! I was just bluffing! What did you spend the money on anyways? Some personal stuff? I don't care about that. All we want is a refund for the $500,000 we paid you. And if you can't pay back... Oh God, what do I do now? This is bad. Hey, Mom? Dad? What is it? Can you just give up on this house?
What? Why do we have to give up on this house?
That's not going to happen. But
Even if we were to give up the money, what's going to happen with the money we paid Helen?
You can kindly help me out just because I'm your son? You're kidding me! In that case, Helen?
What is it?
Helen, you can refund the money to my parents, and that way they'll give up.
And what makes you think I'd be willing to take the hit for you?
I mean, you inherited this house from your parents. Just forget about the house and consider it never happened.
That's not the point. David, this is all I have for you at this point.
A divorce form?
We haven't had the chance to tell the two of you, but David wanted to break up with me because he got some cash in his pocket.
What?
Hey, that's not what we're talking about right now.
So I decided to sign the form as David asked me to.
Oh, don't you get that it was just a joke? How could you really sign the form?
But you said I'm too boring for you, didn't you?
David, how could you? That was also just a joke.
A joke that wasn't even funny, considering all that you've done to me. I don't think I'm willing to take this anymore.
I just said these things out of impulse, but I was planning on spending money on you after I get them too. You gotta trust what I'm telling you. I truly love you from the bottom of my heart, so can you please take the hit?
Love, huh? I wonder if you'd still say that after looking at this.
Huh?
I've been meaning to talk to you about it, but didn't really have the chance.
What? David, how dare you? How do you have this picture?
Not just the property, but you've been acting a bit strange recently. I decided to hire a detective.
David, you better explain this to us.
She's just my classmate.
I have more pictures too.
Oh my God. Not only have you scammed us, but you're also having an affair. You're rotten inside out.
I guess you can't come up with any excuses at this point.
But I was just having dinner at a restaurant. It's been a while since I last saw her, so we just went to a nice restaurant.
But this is an affordable restaurant chain. And how are you going to explain the hotel?
We just happened to pass by that hotel. We didn't go in.
Okay then, let me start the movie night then.
What?
I knew you would give dumb excuses if I only had pictures, so I made sure I asked the detective to get me a video too.
Oh, you must have been having fun.
There's a restaurant inside this hotel and we were just going there. Kathy, I have a gift for you today.
Oh my god, this soap is from a high-end brand. Is this for me?
Yup, my wife didn't want it. I guess it suits you more as my new fiancé than my wife, though.
Thank you so much.
No!
Isn't it amazing that detectives nowadays can even get us an audio recording? I ended up discovering your additional sin, too. I've been looking for that soap this whole time.
David! Oh God, what do I do? So you've been stealing things from Helen.
Well, he did say that what belongs to the husband belongs to the husband, and what belongs to the wife belongs to the husband.
No, this was just a coincidence.
You might think it was just this one time, but nothing can ever be justified after we discovered that you've been having an affair.
We agree with Helen. You don't deserve to be with Helen.
But you're my parents! Watch your mouth! I'm sorry, I was just kidding! You keep trying to change the subject every chance you get!
Do you get it now, David? We're through.
Wait, but if you break up with me? David, can't you just sell whatever you bought and figure out the refund? I already gave them to my girlfriend! I can't possibly refund you in full?
And don't forget that I plan on charging you settlement for the divorce for your adultery, too.
Oh, Helen, can't you see that I'm in trouble? I have a large debt!
So what? That doesn't make it okay that you betrayed me as your wife?
As your husband? Oh. What are you plotting now? I'm not plotting anything. I just happen to remember something. Don't we have to divide our assets when we get divorced? Regardless of what the cause of divorce was, you're obligated to divide your assets. Now, Helen, if you break up with me, you're gonna have to pay the money you got from selling the house. I could perhaps sell anything I got left and use some of my savings. What's so funny?
You're just so great at making me laugh. I'm amazed.
You!
You're right. Division of assets need to happen regardless of why we're filing a divorce.
But among those assets to divide, there is something called the separate property, which is not subject for her to divide. Huh?
The house she inherited from her parents would be subject in this case.
It only makes sense that I'm obligated to divide whatever assets that we built together as husband and wife.
This means that you're not getting a single penny out of the money Helen earned from selling the house. Oh, God.
Accept it, David. The only choice you have at this point is to face your consequences and pay your debt and the settlement.
Oh, God. Oh, you guys are being scary. You can't give us the refund, huh? Maybe I can't now, but I'll make sure I pay back in full down the road. And what makes you think we'd trust you after you've fooled your family like this? Oh my God, I can't possibly let these scary guys get to me. Helen, Mom, Dad.
What is it?
I promise I'll be good moving forward, so please, you have to forgive me. And what happens if we forgive you? If we could do something about the house?
It only tells us you have no remorse, seeing how you're trying to escape your responsibilities.
I do have remorse.
We don't want to hear any excuses.
You better figure this out on your own. Oh no! If only I didn't sell this house for the money, I wouldn't have been in this situation.
I filed a divorce with David, and I made sure both him and his new girlfriend pay for the settlement for this divorce. David now had a debt of a few $100,000 in addition to the settlement he'd have to pay me. He now works the job that Justin and Joseph had referred him over to. As for me, I made sure I saved up the money that I got from selling the house. I hope it comes to use when I have a new partner in the future. Troublebusters!